Okay, so the she shed is coming along, but my wife says that she's not coming out here until I have heat in there, because it's still in the 20s at night time at the moment. So I've got this old wood stove, and I've got to move it inside and set it up. And yeah, just on my own, that is really hard to do because it is really heavy. If I had to estimate, I'd say 200 pounds, maybe 300, really heavy. So I'm going to have to do a bit of bush engineering to get it where it needs to go. Okay, that's where it needs to go. The base is already there, but I'm going to have to move that out of the road temporarily while I lift up the stove, the heater. And I'm going to use a little bit of rope and some pulleys, and hopefully I can get it up there. This is why things go so slowly. At least when you're alone and off the grid, everything goes so slowly because you've got to work out ways to do things on your own, and it just takes so much more time to do that. If this was, if I had a couple of extra guys, I'd probably just lift it in there. But anyway, that's what I got to do. Okay, let's try this again. This is take number 3 because I keep doing something wrong with the camera. Anyway, so I've actually had that up twice before. Anyway, I digress. What I've got here, anchor around this heavy-duty old railroad tie pole, and I've got a carabiner. Now the carabiner is going through, that's an old heavy-duty piece of chain, just one link, and the the rope's going through that, and that's my belay device. And it's working just like a belay device that you would use in rock climbing. And I've got tape around the pole using tape knots or water knots. Well, that one's a bit ugly, but anyway, rope comes up here, goes to that top pulley, comes down to this bottom pulley, back up to the top pulley, down to the bottom pulley, and then it goes up to that anchor point up there. Now I've got a clove hitch and a stopper knot, I think it's just called a square knot, on that so it doesn't slip. And yeah, that's my system. Most of the rigging, apart from the main rope, is done with this tape. This is something I literally pulled out of a garbage can. It was used in construction, and then as soon as they're done with it, I think they were laying wires. Anyway, they used that to pull the wire through, I think. And then, yeah, they just threw it away. So anyway, so that's my recycler. I would love to have a full roll of this stuff, I'll tell you. Alright, so plan is I'm going to lift the stove up high enough that I can get the base underneath it, and then lower it down gently. And that's why I wanted to have a little bit of extra control of my lowering, because that's That's what the link is for, to give me better control, better braking. Now I'm not sure on my physics, yeah, but I think with the pulley setup I've got there, so I've got a 2-gang pulley at the top, 2-gang at the bottom. It should give me a 4-to-1 mechanical advantage, which means if that stove weighs 300 pounds, I'm only going to have to pull on this rope at about 75 pounds. If it's 200 pounds, I'm only going to have to pull 50. And just like I said, this is the third time I've tried to get this on video, but I think it is probably closer to the 200 pounds. Still really heavy, too much for me to do on my own, but without this setup. And there we go. Let's see if this keeps filming, because I want you to see all the little... Yeah, that should work. Alright, so undo my lock off, and I'm ready to... And I'm going to do this very similar to the way I would be when actually playing. And that is to pull with my left, push out with my right, then I'm going to lock, move my hand back in, same deal, in, out, in, out. This actually is fine enough already. Okay. Now once I've got it up to the height that I need it, I just have to lock off. There we go. 3 safety things, and that's not going anywhere. Base all centered. Remove my lock off. And just gently lower that down. Let's take this out. Pull it up a little bit, just slipped off the... There we go. This side. Beautiful. And that's done. The heater is installed. And I think the camera even worked this time.